Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get through some news items. Trump and Carney are both traveling to Asia, and it's all about tariffs, of course. Besant said on Face the Nation um, that China will delay the rare earths rules by a year and buy U.S. soybeans, so that made soybeans jump. We've actually had a gap on soybeans on the overnight trade when they opened up at 7 o'clock last night. Um, so very, very optimistic that there's going to be some soybean and some deals there. U.S. importers anxious about potential tariffs have been placing spring orders early and storing goods in their own warehouses to avoid high tariff bills. So we'll see how that's going to impact the market as we get more data that's coming out. It could actually be a little bit false there as well. Um, this is where I named the Clownshow Carney. Says he'll meet President Xi on the sidelines. Well, when you're meeting on the sidelines, is that a good meeting? I kind of doubt it. I haven't started following this guy here, but he made some good points. Mark Carney is prepared to resume trade talks with Trump and secure a deal because it's the best path forward. But it, but we got a 10% hike in tariffs there as well. Um, Yeah, so yeah, and it's mentioned here as well that we're going to get another 10% increase to the tariffs, and he's not even going to be able to get a meeting here. Just some of the trades that we've got on short futures still. I am, I'll be taking calls here today, I'm sure, about that little bit of a market move up here. Now, is the soybeans going to drag along with it is the question. Copa had a little less crush this last week, 231,000 metric tons, down 8.4% from the previous week, but sitting at 85.5 crush capacity utilization. Kyle put this together. We're 58% behind last year's export pace, but you got to remember China was in the market at that time, so we got to start paying attention to that for sure. Here's the wheat positions. There's some pending wheat positions, and it's to go long. So, whichever position you want to look at, Kansas or the Minneapolis. So go long at 552 after reversing out of the short position, and exit at 575. So just a 25% or 25-cent gain, and long for Kansas at 491. Take profit at 520. Have a quick look at the weather. You see that there is some moisture getting built in the continent and northern plains as well. Here's your active weather. You have some showers moving across and some more. Hopefully it adds enough to bring up the river levels up there. Here's your next couple of days of forecast. You can see that moves across Manitoba, and more showers are going to get built into the eastern areas. You see that there is some blue on the screen, and that means that there's going to be some snow off and on. And that goes all the way out into the second or first week in November. Here's your active weather that's getting added into the South America rainfall, and they need rain to plant, and they're way ahead of pace. Just a quick look at the markets here. Canola is up $5, let's call it. Rapeseed is up $1.50. Soybean oil is up 0.35 of a penny at 50.62. Palm oil is actually down 47 ringgits at 4,335. Crude oil down 0.62 of a barrel. Soybeans up 19.5 cents, and your wheats are all up 7 to 11 cents, and corn is basically up 6 1/4. So just a quick look. We broke out of here, but really no big moves or anything as of yet on the December or November futures. But on January futures, a little bit smaller green candle that you can see there. And we are approaching this upside target on your November of 26. And reason is just to kind of get some of those highs there. European rapeseed broke out of the channel, but jumping along. Really hasn't really done anything for quite a few months. The price differential between European rapeseed and Canadian canola is $136 in Canadian dollars. Still favoring some exports for sure. Soybean oil chopping sideways, getting into this tighter wedge still, and it didn't get the move that the the soybeans did, where we got a gap. This is a gap just in a zoomed in basically. And here's your November 26 futures, and we're right at our upside targets for making some sales there. If we can get some sales made for next year, at least the first 10-15% anyway. Crude palm oil, basically on the wave down, maybe because of the other oils coming up. This is your crude oil, down a little wee bit, but still lower values, lower 60s, which is pretty good. Canadian dollar looks like it might be trying to make a move back up. And the US dollar index, same thing. Let's have a look. Here's wheat. You got basically 3 good trading days going up here. Kansas, same thing. It's at the 50-day moving average on its way up here. Same thing with Kansas. And then your Minneapolis was the same. Almost appears that the Matif milling wheat is actually trying to trade through some of those moving averages and sitting right at the 50-day moving average as well. Corn futures trying to get to the 200-day moving average, which would be the same place where previous highs were met. And that's all I have for you today.